Nigeria's National Assembly has urged Nigerian Army to respect international protocol in handling the aftermath of the killings of 17 personnel in Okuama, Military South area of Delta State, as well as to avoid putting the lives of innocent citizens in jeopardy. This decision followed a matter of urgent importance on the need to investigate and apprehend the perpetrators of the act raised on the floor of both chambers of the National Assembly.
Days after the gruesome killing of 17 soldiers in Okuama area of Delta State, the incident has continued to generate public uproar. The latest coming from lawmakers in the National Assembly. In the House of Representatives, the lawmakers are asking the military to exercise caution in handling the situation so as to avoid further reprisal attacks.
Acts like this by the very people the Nigerian Armed Forces are meant to protect have the potential of demoralizing the military and affecting the war on insecurity and insurgency.
And I appeal to our military in the face of this huge provocation to please observe some international protocol and human and stop the current burning going on in the community so that investigations can go on and the real culprits are apprehended and brought before justice.
But the Senate President is questioning the identity of the perpetrators of such acts, expressing doubt that they are indigents of the Niger Delta.
We are not at war, even in a period of war, to lose such number of personnel. No community will go to the extent of doing this kind of thing. I don't think they are from Niger Delta. So I think the first point should be that we should first establish the culprits who committed this crime. We must take it seriously. Supposing they are not from Niger Delta, supposing they are not even Nigerians of the Senate.
Lawmakers in both chambers are, however, unanimous in calling for a thorough investigation into the matter. The House of Plenary also asked security agencies to intensify effort in rescuing the kidnapped victims in Kaduna. Shadio Monisaye, AIT News, Abuja.
And Governor of Delta State, Sheriff Oborewori, has assured the people of Delta State that there won't be attacks on villages again. The governor made the statement after a visit to the State House in Abuja. Addressing journalists after a meeting with President Tinubu, the Delta State governor said the president is in support of peace in Delta State.
To brief Mr. President of all the things we have been doing to maintain peace. And Mr. President assured me that the peace, as in support of the peace. And we both condemn the killing of the officers and the soldiers because they are there on peace mission. And what is happening now is something that we did not bargain for. But we want to assure everybody that there will be no more attack on the villages. If there's anyone that has happened in the past, there will be no attack. But we know that those who are culpable will be brought to book.
Meanwhile, the Bayelsa State Police Command has confirmed that it is tracking some persons linked to the brutal killing of 17 officers and soldiers of the Nigerian Army in Delta State. And this follows report that the mastermind of the incident has his base in the southern Ijaw community in Bayelsa State. Addressing journalists at the command's headquarters in Yenegua, the commissioner of police said they are working with the army to ensure that the perpetrators of the crime are brought to justice.
The Commissioner of Police overseeing Bayelsa State Police Command has strongly denounced the tragic killing of officers and soldiers from the Nigerian Army during a peacekeeping mission in Delta State. CP Aloyenu Francis affirmed that the police force will tirelessly pursue justice until those responsible for this heinous act face the full extent of the law.
In Delta and the corridors between Delta and Bayelsa now, be rest assured that Bayelsa is enveloping out of the crisis in Delta. We've been able to do that. We have the architecture, we have the framework, and we have the will. We've taken custody of the willingness of the youths, the community leaders to reach out to us.
CP Francis further emphasized that the Bayelsa State Command is collaborating closely with neighboring communities to ensure that no criminal linked to the killing of the military personnel found refuge within Bayelsa State.
It's so sad that our army got this type of treatment from our own citizens. They are not citizens of any country. So we will not fold our hands and let it occur in our own community. They are soldiers. We must value them. They are for our defense and protection.
Additionally, reports indicate that the community of Igbomotoro in southern Ijaw local government area of Bayelsa State was subjected to an attack by military personnel, purportedly in connection with the aforementioned officers' killings. Pere Bamie Blaifa, AIT News, Yenagoa.